Hey people, welcome back. And today's session, we are going to learn about how to perform a one sample variance test, which is for the variance as well as for the standard deviation. So when we say one sample, which means you have a target available. Suppose the variance target your client is giving you that I don't want to see the variability in my process, which is let's say 5 standard deviation. Now you have a actual data. Suppose the transaction time you are taking is here in the minutes, approximately. Let's say you are taking the transaction time. Let's say you are taking 5 minute minimum and it's going up to 10 minute. Or let's say 15 minute. Some decimal values because it's a data is in the minute and second. So 11.19 minute like this, and you have the data collected, let's say for last 30 transactions when the client wanted to validate this. Now, question is, your customer or the client or the process is demanding that the variability in my process should not be more than 5 standard deviation. And you wanted to verify against this. So if you see mathematically, we wanted to compare the standard deviation. So we calculate with the Excel formula standard deviation is equal to STDEV dot S. And if I calculate this value, I got the standard deviation as in 2.27. So obviously target is 5 and this standard deviation is 2.27, which is much lesser. We are meeting the target. But yes, how do we compare this? Or maybe let's see if I change this transaction time. Instead of 2.28, your target is 2 standard deviation. So are you equal to 2.28, less than 2.28, or more than 2.28? You wanted to compare this with the statistically with help of Minitab. How to do this? Let's say target is 2.2 standard deviation. Actually, mathematically standard deviation is 2.28. And now what your data will tell when you compare. Let's see here. So I just paste this data. We'll go to the Minitab in stat, basic statistics, and here is the one sample variance of the standard deviation test. Click here. One or more data sample. Yes, this is your data here. Perform hypothesis test. You can choose standard deviation variance. So we are choosing standard deviation and my target is 2. Click on OK. And here is the output. We'll be reading it. So current standard deviation is 2.28. Target is 2 standard deviation. So obviously these two values are not same. Current standard deviation is much higher than 2 standard deviation mathematically. But statistically, if you see that p-value of your chi-square test is 2.26. So here you see Bonnet method we use for the continuous distribution and the chi-square method is valid only for the normal distribution. But we have a not normal distribution. Or normal that we have checked, we need to check first and then accordingly we'll be checking this. But yes, mostly we will be checking for the chi-square analysis only. And value for the chi-square is 0.260, which is mathematically maybe different from 2.28, but statistically they are same. Why? Because this p-value is 0.260. So 0.260 says your observed standard deviation 2.28 is equal to the target of 2 standard deviation. Why? Because 2.28 is falling between the given interval of 1.82 and 3.06. As in my last session, I explained you about that how do we read the p-value. If it is overlapping, they are same. If it is not overlapping, they are different. All right. Thank you so much, people. This is the way we perform the one sample standard deviation variance test, and I'll see you in the next test. Thank you.